Morning guys, Mike from Greenhawk. Right, today's job, I actually got this job because my client is a subscriber of mine. And I actually got this job because he watched one of Nick Bundy's videos on the consumer unit that's set on fire. So he's panicked. He knows he's had multiple people messing about with the board, and as you will see, it's a right old mess, to be fair. So he had me around, do some testing and all the rest of it. So, but what I was actually saying is, it was just, for those of you who don't know Nick Bundy, one, where have you been living? And two, thank you very much, Nick, for your video, because obviously it's, you know, led on to this job. But also, on a side note to that, I watched one of Nick's videos where he was talking about mental health and his struggles and things like that, which is, again, something that's very close to my heart, and I have also had issues prior, okay? So it's just also a massive respect and thank you to Nick for doing that. So Nick, nice one, buddy. Like I say, keep up the good work. It's very, very challenging, I know, obviously talking about mental health struggles. So, you know, it's brilliant to see that someone who is obviously way bigger than me on YouTube that's talking about it and bringing it to the forefront, because nobody should be embarrassed about talking about their own struggles. So, like I said, I just wanted to say that. So, get a brew on, enjoy this, and I shall see you at the end. Morning guys, welcome back to the channel. Right, as you can see, I am in a very tight space. This is actually underneath the stairs. We are back at the job where we have done an EICR. Excuse the ducks, there is no duck in here with me, it's my phone. Now, we're back here where we've done an EICR. I'm coming to change the board today, but I've also got something a bit different. So I've got I believe it's called a fire suppressant strip. Let's go with that. So I've got to fit that for the first time. Now I'm going to be doing another video to do with that, but which is going to be quite cool. So yeah, so if you've subscribed already, thank you very much. If you haven't, links in the corner, turn your notifications on, and you will get a notification every time I upload a video, which is usually a couple times a week. If you're new to the channel covers electrical work, plumbing work. Look at this, it's so tight. Electrical work, plumbing work, building work, and that's pretty much everything from the ground up. So if you can go through our channel, you'll see all the other different bits and bobs that we have going on. So yeah, sit back, enjoy, and let's get stuck into it. Right, so for those of you who have, there is another, I'll put a link up, there is another video on when I came and I showed you all this. But like I say, today's job is to change this board out. We've got a fusebox board that's going to go in. It's a 20-way, just because there might be some room for, well, there's plenty of room for growth sort of thing. My tails that somebody else has been kindly left me about 3 million miles for that, which is brilliant for me. Let's just turn you back there. So a little bit of background on this job. Like I say, go back to the other videos because you'll see I explain it a bit more, but long story short, SAD extension's done. Other sparkies have been in, messed about with it, and here we are now. There's been loads and loads of different faults, which you see on the other videos we're trying to fix. So like I say, I'm here to change that over. Now, I get all my stuff from Consumer Unit World, so all my boards, you can get a lot of accessories as well. So if you use the discount code GHAWK10 at Consumer Unit World, you get a 10% discount off their range of stuff. Now, I was an avid Hager fan, fitted Hager boards for years and years and years. And as my standard board now is putting an RCBO board in, which is all the mini RCBOs. And if you are comparing that to Hager, which, don't get me wrong, fantastic boards, they really are, but on 90% of jobs, it's just not viable to put them in for monetary wise. But you know, so I will say we give clients the options, Hager or fusebox. They're the two options, and I find that fusebox brilliant board, really good board, really good value for money. But yeah, the delivery and service that you get from Consumer Unit World, it's next day delivery. So if you order before lunch, 9 times out of 10 you will get that the next day. So you really can't argue with that, can you? As long as it's in stock. Let's make that clear. But yeah, so what I'm going to do, I'll take the cover off. I'll start labelling stuff up and we'll strip it out. But I've got a lot of stuff to try and make work. And what I've been told is that some of these got cut because when the other electrician brought tails through into here, he cut them too short. So he cut them literally like here. And then he's had to extend them to bring them in or something. It's a right, don't know why. So I've got to try and make this arrangement look pretty, because ultimately it looks I'm going to go with, it looks a mess. So let's get stuck in. So I've stripped the board out, okay. Like I say, it's now starting to make a bit more sense. So what's happened, okay, so other Sparky's been in and he's done all the extensions, okay. Like I say, it's really echoey in here. And from speaking to the client, he brought the tails in and then cut them off. I know, right? I don't get it. So what he's then done, he's then had to go, oh crap, I didn't mean to do that. So he's then had to extend them all through. So he's got that one. So he's like, that one there. He's gone, oh, you know, I can just about make that one work. Cool. Oh no, I've made a boo-boo here. I'm going to have to join it. And that's what he's done there. And then he's gone off, done something else. Oh, hello. We've done it again. Oh my God, I'm having a shocker. I've done it again. And that is basically what he's done here. So he's joined, so he's done it once on that one, leading through, which is that little beauty. And then he's done it again here. Oh my God, he was having a bad day. So somehow now I've got to try and make all that pretty. Now, this obviously is for the light here, sorry, and this one, that outgoing supply isolates the it's like porch lights, canopy lights sort of thing at the front, so you can isolate them from here. That's actually now controlled via a smart switch as well, so it's just a switch spur that's just continued on, just so they can isolate it if need be from here. So that's fine. So I think what I'm going to have to do is, I think I'm going to put some 100mm trunking across the top to pick up this lot and hide these. And then this lot, I don't know, maybe, don't know, maybe a bit of Flexicon, I don't know, can't quite work out. I've got to sort something out with that. And then I think what I'm going to do down here, I'm going to bring it again, some 100mm trunking, straight up, bring everything through the back of the board, step the board off, bring everything up. I've got the garage supply is up there like that, so I'm going to have to do something with that. I've got, that's the full length, so whether I can try and curl it slightly and get it in the board, mount the board over this way a tiny bit perhaps, and see if I can get it straight in, and have that as circuit number 1. That will probably just about do it. It's a bit annoying, isn't it? When you, like you say, when you're trying to sort these little bits and bobs out, you want everything neat, but yeah, I don't know why they've cut those. That was a bad day on that part, I'd say. But yeah, so just thought I'd keep you updated on those, because like I say, all I've done at the minute is just stripped everything out, numbered all the cables up, just so I know what circuit number they are, and obviously I've just labelled them up on the bottom here, and then I'll strip all that out, get it all gone, and then we'll start mounting up the new board. Right, this is genuinely the first time I've fitted one of these fire suppressant strips, I suppose, and I'm going to be honest, they are ridiculously easy to fit, and they're not expensive. They're very, very inexpensive, and obviously all the manufacturers have different costs and stuff on them, but they're, you know, between the, you know, 25 to 50, let's say, for argument's sake, right? Now, I've never fitted one, and it's going to be awkward for me to try and show you. I'll try. So if you have a look up there, there we go, tip it back, look, aye. So all I've done is I've just fitted it across the top. Now, any Sparky, let's be honest, have got a 20mm hole saw. Now that drill bit is perfect for the nuts and the fixings on the back, which is there. Look. The little plastic nut P clips, I suppose. So I mean, for the sake of that, it's took me, like I said, I've never fitted one before. All I did was just mark it out on the back, drill through from the back, and because this board's standing off, I've put the longer bolt parts going through that way. Now if it was a flat mounted, just reverse it round, because the nuts don't stick far further out than the actual lugs on for the board. So perfect bit of kit really. And if that is the difference between saving the house, saving lives, then for, like I say, a maximum of 50 quid, it's money well spent, isn't it? So I assume at some stage there will be compulsory. I reckon they will be, because there's such a brilliant piece of kit really. And that's, like I said, I've never fitted one, so I'll see if it gets in my way with all, you know, making the board neat and all the rest of it. But if you break that statement down, that does that matter? The neatness more so, yes, being tidy and all the rest of it, but does the neatness matter as much as fire suppressing? Doesn't really, does it? I'm pretty sure that if Mr. Smith upstairs loses his missus because you wanted to make sure your board's nice and tidy, or it did its job, you know, it's a bit of a no-brainer, isn't it? But like I say, I don't think it's going to make any odds, to be honest, where I've put it. So like I say, I just wanted to show you that. I've stripped all the, let me show you, I've stripped all the cables back now, well, I've sorted them all out as such. So they're all back, all mounted up, it's a bit neater and stuff under there now. This 6mm is a little bit short, so for where I want it, I think. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to have to join it, which I didn't really want to do because it's got enough bloody joins in here as it is. But I think I'm going to have to make it work, but we'll see. I've drilled it out now, we'll get this mounted. I use, now I think it's Simon off of, I think Simon Bryant Electrical. Now, he has some like standoff plugs, which I forgot to order, or, you know, being busy boy. So I've had to make them up with some heavy duty washers, and that will do me for now until they turn up. But if you don't follow Simon, check him out on Instagram. His page is wicked, I'm going to be honest. It's so neat and tidy, and it's good. It's a good one to follow, to be fair, on Instagram. So yeah, I'll try and put the link in the description below. But yeah, so I'll get stuck in. I'll get this mounted up, and I'll see you, I reckon, once I've got all the RCBOs in. I suppose I think it's probably the best time. Right, that was a bit of a mammoth task, to be fair. So I've got the trunking in. I've extended what I need to. I've tried to minimise it as much as possible, but I've got an end cap to go on there. It's all got fire sealant on the inside where it comes, like they come through here, they come through there, two down here, isn't it, I think, and then the garage supply up there, so it's all sealed up. So I've got all my RCBOs in, so they're all in. So now I've got to sort the old bird's nest out. So I'll rattle through all those, start bedding all those in. I managed to, like the 10mm here for the garage supply, I reckon that would just about ish. Oh, then I've got my CPCs to extend there, look. It's a bit annoying. Well, I say a bit annoying, it's really annoying, but it is what it is, you can't have everything. So I try my best with all of it. But yeah, so I'll get all these all bedded in now, and I'll catch up with you once they're all in place. Right, so here we are now. The board's all, let's say, all dressed in pretty much. Let's say you can tighten these up a little bit, neaten them up. If you want to spend, let's say, you can spend hours and hours and hours. I mean, this has took me a while, to be completely honest with you, because I've had a lot of faffing about to do with all the other bits and bobs. So anyway, here we are now, and the board's all on. I've put the fire sealant in the back. Now, you can never, the one thing about the fire sealant, you can never quite get it really neat in the back. But at the end of the day, it's there to save lives, isn't it? Not to, you know, look completely pretty and all the rest of it. So I've torqued up the buzz bar. So how I normally do it on this one, I always start with my highest and then work my way down. So that's 2.5 at the bottom, 2.5 at the mains isolator or main switch, and then it's 2 Newton meters on the terminals, which is what it's at now. So you should be able to give a little bit, tiny little turn on there. It's a bit difficult doing it one-handed, like, but it should turn a tiny bit. Like I say, I'm completely honest with you. I always nip mine up first with the impact driver to the point where it's just touching really, and then it's work your way through and make sure they're all torqued up. And then I know that these ones are all loose because I don't know why actually they're coming. I think they've rattled loose in the van, so I've had it in the van for a little bit. This board, so I'll tighten these up while I'm at it. And then, like I say, I'll follow on as I'm going through here, and then I'll drop it down because the top of the RCBOs, they're at 1.2 newtons, if you see there. And then what happens when I do the next board? The next board, I start my 1.2, then go to 2, and then 2.5. It just tightens. Yeah, I know it doesn't matter too much, but it just saves a little bit of time on doing it that way. So overall, so far, so good with the board. Now, the board has got plenty of ways on it, plenty of spare ways. Now, there is some other... I mean, I could have put a smaller board on, but I like to make sure that you've got plenty of room for growth, which this clearly has. I think the next one down's a 14 way, which I've since when I first came here to have a look at the job, there was 14 ways actually used, and it was just mental really. But obviously now I've altered it slightly, and we've now, I think we've got 12, I think it is, yeah, 12 that we're using at the minute. So yeah, I could have got away with a 14 way board. I've already ordered this, it doesn't matter, it's nice and neat. It's covered up a load of other mess that was in there, so you know, happy days. And like I say, so what I've got to do now is I've got to seal these little bits. I've sealed round this up there, so I've noticed there's a gas bit up there, so while I've got the sealant out, I'll chuck that in there, and then I'll do my RCBO testing and all my live testing, get the cover on, and then I'll get the I'll get it all labelled up, and then I'll come back to you once we've done all that, I think. I mean, maybe yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll do that. Cool. Right, catch you in a bit. Right, so it's all done now. I've got the garage and stuff to sort out tomorrow to rewire the supply back to the shed. So it's all sealed up, it's all labelled up, and all ready to go. So like I say, I've sealed absolutely everywhere that I can see, even though the gas has nothing to do with me. Sealed all around the unit. Yeah, so all done and dusted now, ready for the next one. Right, sorry about that. I've had to come out to the van because the dog started going absolutely ballistic. The homeowner, when he watches this, he will know exactly what will be going on because the dog's been barking a load today. Yeah, so like I say, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Like I say, if you want a discount on all your consumer unit stuff, there's loads and loads of stuff that consumer unit will do. They don't just do boards. Like I say, you'll get a 10% discount if you use the discount code GHAWK10. But yeah, like I say, I hope you subscribed. I hope you've enjoyed it. I shall catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.